So I know it's taken me like a minute to put this video out there, but a lot of people have been asking me in the comments section what my reticle is for Spider-Man. And honestly speaking, my reticle is not that super tweaked. It's a crosshair with some slight adjustments. And I don't just use this reticle for Spider-Man only. I use this for Black Panther as well. I don't like to have big, massive reticles like I see a lot of Magic players have. It's a visual thing that gets in the way of my peripherals. So I don't like to really have massive reticles. For the record, yes, I play on console. My current rank with Spider-Man is 302, I think it was last time, from what my friend told me. While we're at it, that's my sensitivity levels for my control, 280 and 271, kind of like 100 cents higher than what the default is. But yeah, so my reticle type is a crosshair, as I said, and then on advanced is no reticle animation. The width is 10, the reticle opacity is 100, outline width is 50, outline opacity is 100, blur is 0. These are all pretty much like default up until when you get to center gap. I tweak that. I have it at 11, and then crosshair length at 30 because I like to keep it kind of like short and small. And then crosshair angle is 45. That's what turns it into an X. And my favorite color to have on reticles is neon green because I feel like that sticks out a lot in environments when it's really dark, especially like maps like Midtown and the Symbiote map. There's like very little neon green things there, or things that might overlap the neon green. A majority of it is actually like black and red and grays, so neon green sticks out a lot on that. As for my reason why do I have it tilted to an X at 45 degrees is because Spider-Man is a high movement character, and I use this for some of my other dive characters, but because he's moving so much, right, he's usually going like with his web swing. When you're web swinging with Spider-Man, you're falling a majority of the time, right? You go up and then you come down to hit somebody with a web cluster. So what I do is that I don't really think of it as an X. I think of my reticle as arrows. So whenever I'm going from left to right, I start shooting when the target starts entering my arrow. So when I'm moving, doesn't matter what direction, up and down, left to right, my indicator to start throwing a web cluster is when my arrow starts touching anywhere near their hitbox. And then that's where I can start doing micro adjustments. Like if I'm up, you know, I'm using the bottom arrow. If I'm aiming up, I'm using the bottom arrow to point where my target's going. If I'm going right to left, I'm using the left arrow. If I'm going from left to right, I'm using the right arrow because that means that the target is coming into my dot. And you pretty much get the gist of it. It's very simple, very basic, and it's not super humongous and in your way with like a circle and blurred out. I like it to be a good, hard, solid color that I can see. So I'm coming down, I'm using the bottom arrow, letting me know that it's in my target zone. If I'm looking up like this and I go like this, boom. This is just my preference. I've seen a lot of people have a bunch of other stuff, more complicated ones, but I think for Spider-Man, the least, the better. The least is in your way, the better, because you have to make such minute split-second decisions when you're playing him, when you're moving. It's a lot of flicking and a lot of basically easing into your target in midair.